Hey, what's up, guys? It's Dan from UnitedQ. It's Wednesday, which means we have another awesome podcast to get you over hump day. I'm here with my co-host, Barbecue Forte.
Hello.
And we're brought to you by ProQ, BBQ Gourmet, and Smokewood Shack, our awesome sponsors. ProQ is dedicated to providing you with quality smoking products with top-notch service and free advice to beginners to pitmasters. And you can find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram under ProQ Smokers. So if you're thinking about buying your first smoker or looking to upgrade or even look to pick up some epic accessories, check them out over at Max Barbecue. And BBQ Gourmet is devoted to promoting real barbecue and supplying the UK and Europe with top championship-winning barbecue rubs, sauces, marinades, and accessories from the US and around the world. You can find them on Twitter and online under BBQ Gourmet, so regardless of how you cook, whether it's on charcoal, wood, gas or electric, the real taste of summer can be yours all year round. And Smokewood Shack delivers quality smoking wood every time. They provide the smoking goodness, you provide the talent. So if you're looking for smoking wood, chunks, dust, chips or planks, then head on over to smokewoodshack.com and you can find them on Twitter at Smokewood Shack.
Yippee.
Jazzy jazz jazz. And on this week's show we have Jason, Pitmaster of Manchester Smokehouse Cellar. Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Are you all right?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad.
He's managed to spare us a little bit of time. There's a lot of building work going on and deliveries coming from left, right and centre at the minute, so he's managed to squeeze us in just in time before the smokehouse opens. So how's it all going? You all right?
Yeah, it's going very well. The building work's about 90% complete. Kitchen is almost up and running. Just waiting on the big equipment to come. We've had some deliveries today and a couple of Mac on Thursday, so that was a good delivery. But yeah, it's all going well.
Awesome. So what smokers are you using then? You've got like one of the
I've got
GFCs?
one of Mac's big gravity feeds. I've got two big drums to do some hot and fast, just for fun really, that. And also got two big open pits, like Argentinian style from Barbecue Mates. And there's also a big reverse flow from Barbecue Mates.
Oh wow, awesome.
Just for just because I want to learn it, to be honest.
Yeah, no, wicked. Well, the restaurant itself is not just a smokehouse, it's also like just a live fire sort of venue. So everything from starters to bar snacks to the main menu, everything is all cooked over live fire of some sort. That could be smoked in the GFC, in one of the drums, in the offset, or even just cooked over one of the Argentinian style sort of open pits. So
yeah, and we've got a wood fire oven going in on Friday next week, which should be ready for opening night. So it's
awesome.
Everything you can think of, to be quite
You've
honest.
got all the gadgets there, haven't you? You haven't
been
missed
very
out
lucky
anything,
to
have you?
I've been very lucky to have an owner to have the same vision I want to do.
Yeah, I've been loving watching the social media of seeing all your stuff arrive and the signs going up and everything happening. It's quite a fun story to like watching it all build up together.
Yeah, the owner he's got a really good vision of what he wants. He's obviously got deep pockets because he's reused, reclaimed as much as possible from the old club like it used to be. So yeah, it's got a very cool way of doing things.
Yeah, sounds it.
awesome. So for you, how did you get into barbecue? Like, where did it all begin?
To be honest, it was when I was running one of Manchester's restaurants, Solita. They have Andy Annett on hand to do their barbecue stuff through Inca Ovens. So I met Andy. We did some things together, kind of understood more about it and got a bit more into it. And then I was lucky enough to be invited onto London's Grill Stock with Bunch of Swines to do 2 courses. We did Chef's Choice and the Burger Round when we actually came third on the Burger Round, so we got a call on our very first comp. So
Wicked.
That was it. I knew then and there that's what I was going to do.
Awesome. And then you started your own barbecue team, all smoke no knickers?
Yeah, we are, that was all smoke no knickers with me and Chris Stead. Good bit of fun. I met Chris through Andy Annett as well, so it was just something that was meant to be, I think.
Awesome. And what comps have you done as a team then?
As a team, we haven't actually done any because we've not been lucky enough to get on any. But we have worked with Bunch of Swines and then obviously this year's grill stock with Cyberpig, Simon Dyer.
Yeah, wicked. That was where both me and Ben met you for the first time at Grill Stock this year when you were with
it was
Simon.
A really good competition, to be honest.
Yeah, it was wicked. It was great. It's great to see
a lot of
everyone.
fun. And we even won some little things, so that's very cool.
Yeah, awesome. I really enjoyed your it was the secret round, was it? The secret meat round or whatever it was with the tomahawk.
The tomahawk.
You opened it up.
A little bit of fun,
Yeah.
Obviously a bit of my chefy background took over a little bit there, not just barbecue style.
Yeah, it was nice to see.
Cool.
Nice to see someone doing. A few people did something different, but you did something really different, and I really liked yours. Opened it all out, and then
can you describe for us like what you did there and like what went into it, a few of the ingredients and stuff?
We basically got the tomahawk. We knew everyone was going to either go dirty or something on them lines because obviously it's quite a trendy thing to be doing at the minute. So we butterflied it out, then we filled it with a wild garlic pesto that Simon brought with him, and smoked sea salt. Then we just rolled it back up, tied it up strong, and basically started it off on the barbecue and then finished it in the smoke.
It's almost looked like a sort of Swiss roll sort of thing, didn't it? As you cut it out
into
a spiral.
You literally roll it out as far as you could possibly can with a knife, following the line, and there's a natural line that you can take nearly like 3/4 of the way. It's a good way of doing it. Good with pork loins as well.
Yeah, it looked wicked and tasted amazing. So yeah, that was really cool. So you mentioned a bit of your influence there for that one is your sort of chefy background. You were classically French trained chef.
I've been through probably 90% of Manchester's best restaurants, family owned, large company owned, hotels, working with some of Manchester's best, to be quite honest. So it's been a different journey going the barbecue route, but it's something I'm definitely going to stick with 100%.
So when did you start out as a chef then?
21 years ago. So it's a long time.
Yeah.
We started out in 96, like I think it was.
Cool.
96 it would have been, a long time ago.
And when you did that, did you start off at a college, or did you just go straight into a restaurant?
We went into the college to be time there, and then went to the French, and then to the Victoria and Albert Hotel. So we've done a lot of the original French classic way, and then we moved around each year as it came along.
Cool. How do you find that those that chefy backgrounds influence you in your barbecue recipes and stuff?
It's definitely not the same. You do have an understanding of how things work and cook. Like this year's in Grill Stock, we did another a chefy way of doing something. We did the barbecue chicken ice cream to go with the chef's choice dish. We made that on the stand. It was another way of doing a different way of doing barbecue, should we say. It's a lot of fun, and we just try to bring something different every time. And that's what me and Chris will try and do every single comp.
It looked wicked when it came out. That we were on the back row, so we didn't get to try it. But it looked really cool when it came out, and I heard it was a few people's favourites. So awesome.
Yeah, I'll always give 100% in whatever I do, and it doesn't matter what it is. But the barbecue scene is a lot of love there, and I do enjoy it a lot more than my old jobs. It's something very different. It changes daily. Not everything's the same, and it just moves forward.
Yeah, that is barbecue, and something we always see from you, which I think probably comes from the chef background again, is like your presentation of stuff. Everything you sort of put out always looks sort of top notch and looks really refined, as well as being barbecue.
Yeah, I put everything we do. I put a lot of thought into it. It's not just there spare the moment. I genuinely put weeks of work into everything that I do. So even if it was something like PB and baked J chicken that we did with obviously the ice cream. I thought about that dish for weeks before me and Simon had discussed it, which part he was doing, which part I was going to do, and over the weeks I changed that dish in my head a lot of times. So when it comes to it, I knew exactly what I was going to be doing.
Yeah, there was like that. Was it like a peanut butter jar in the middle of the thing with like smoke coming out of it?
Chicken wrapped in smoked apple bacon. A bacon shard ice cream, smoked chicken skin sea salt, which I made and basically done on the stand. We did as much as possible on the stand, but obviously all the dry ice with me and stuff like that. No, not many people would kind of probably do that. It's probably a reason to it. But I tried to think outside the box, make it as fun as possible.
Yeah, look pretty cool.
Them rounds are for as much fun as possible, I believe. So.
Yeah, it's a chance to do something different. That's what I really enjoy about the Chef's Choice. You've seen around the world in all the competitions. It's a chance for. See, I suppose the shame is a lot of competitions doesn't really count towards people's points and stuff like that. So it's sort of like
no, but it does bring other people into it. You know,
Yeah.
not everybody can get a chance to get on. I've been lucky enough to, we didn't get on like both times that we applied for the grill stock. So with Bunch of Swines at Emma, he was lovely enough to invite us on. It was a big experience.
I bet.
Which then they taught us so much, which was unbelievable. Then we later on did the class, which was even more in depth, and the amount of information that they give it's untrue. It's amazing.
Yeah, we've heard.
And then obviously this time was with Simon. Very different way of doing stuff. Cooks on his own cookers, which is another cool thing, which I genuinely love making myself. So it was a very different experience, but we did well. It was a lot of fun. Obviously, cooking the jerk chicken on the first night was a big part of what we did. Because obviously I've been well known for that for a long, long time now.
Yeah, I heard that went down a treat. Everyone enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, we definitely enjoyed that part of it.
Yeah. I saw recently, I think Simon's actually might be delving into a sort of commercial smoker like a GFC or something. He put a little comment out to people.
He gave me a ring yesterday and we had a little chat about him and stuff.
Yeah.
He's going to pop over and have a little play with what we've got here.
Awesome.
Before he makes his decisions, I think is his way of doing it.
Yeah, I see he's playing with one of the asados recently. He picked one up, which is really cool. Seen him on the beach doing like a whole kid goat. Or was it goat or was it lamb?
Yeah, well, no, I think it was a hog.
Hog, yeah.
I think so.
Hog it, yeah. I saw that. That was really cool. Looked really good.
Yeah, it's something I've never done that. That's something I would definitely like to do at one point.
Yeah, that's something that really sort of.
It's an unusual way of doing it.
Yeah, really cool.
For me personally.
We saw at Pengrilly recently. There was a company there that basically the guy spent a few years living in Argentina and has come back and is making this sort of Argentina style grills himself and selling them, and they were really cool. They had a lamb on, and what they'd done is like they had like a squeezy bottle of water and filled it up with like a brine and punctured a few holes in the lid and we're like squeezing it out as like a baste. It was really cool, really intrigued me.
Okay, yeah, that makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, so
it's a different way of doing something. I'd love to get involved in it at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously anything to do with barbecue, I'll definitely give it a go.
So the new smokehouse, what sort of style of the new smokehouse and cellar? What sort of style of restaurants are going to be? What are you going for?
Well, with the smokehouse side, I'm going to try and do it as near to competition as possible, which, heavily glazed ribs, doing them just basically what I've been taught how to do through Bunch of Swines and stuff like that. I'm going to try and do it as near to that as I can in a restaurant environment. So it is a little different in that sense. We're going to be cooking in small batches.
All right.
Not just putting it in and doing tonnage of meat. It's not going to be like that. So when it's run out, it's run out. That's the way it's going to be. Mm-hmm. The owner's perfectly happy with that. He watches all them American shows, and that's the way he likes it. So that's a good point for me. Obviously, on the menu, we're going to have burgers, wood-fired pizzas, a large selection of steaks and grilled fish. So all that part of the menu will never run out, but obviously the smokehouse side, when it's gone, it's gone. It's going to be the rule. We're going to be using the best we possibly can get of every ingredient. It's not about making vast amounts of money because the owner wants a lesser profit and better quality, which is the first time I've heard that in Manchester. So that's a real nice thing to hear as a chef.
Yeah, sounds like he's really interested in putting out really high quality food.
Yeah, he's been a Manchester. He's owned a lot of clubs and restaurants and stuff in Manchester before. He's very well known, and obviously the beer side. I think there's over 60 different beers, 15 ciders, and about 20 different rums, gins, and bourbons. So it's a huge cellar as well.
Cool. So what are they going to be? Are they sort of craft style beers or?
But yeah, it's everything from basically all over the world is the way he's gone for it. And we've also got tank beer going in 4 weeks. So there'd be 4 big copper tanks in the centre of the restaurant.
What, brewing your own stuff, or
yeah,
just...
it's going to be brewed
Oh,
on
wow.
site, yeah. It's an amazing time for a Manchester restaurant, I think. It's very different.
Yeah.
We're going to be cooking very different as well, hopefully.
Cool.
And then we'll see where it goes.
Something to maybe keep an eye on is in our podcast release last week, we announced that the Angus Oink are releasing their own range of beers as well, and they might be quite cool to have in there. They're like specifically brewed to pair with barbecue food. So
right, yeah, that's definitely something we can look at. I'll pass all the information on.
Cool.
The owner's very, very passionate about the barbecue scene, so he's been to nearly all the restaurants that are around, and he's just come back from the States, so he does love that side, so I'll definitely push that forward.
Awesome. That's a good excuse to eat loads of barbecue food. I might do that.
Yeah, to be honest,
could do that.
I'm perfectly happy with it, yeah.
So have you been doing a lot of research yourself into barbecue restaurants?
I've done as much as I possibly can, because I've literally gone from one high volume job to another.
Yeah.
So my time is quite thin. That's why I like the hot and fast.
Mm-hmm.
So I can have time to cook. So I'm going to be using hot and fast in the kitchens too, and teaching obviously my chefs a different way of doing things.
Yeah. So have you got chefs that are barbecuers, or are they?
To be honest, I've not gone for. I've just employed a couple of people that are just really passionate about barbecue.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
That are not actual proper chefs background. So we have just putting them through their health and hygienes and stuff like that now, because they have a really good understanding of barbecue.
Yeah.
But not so much the chef side. So we'll be using them to do the pitmastering side, and then obviously we'll introduce them to the chefing bit.
So that's a really sort of interesting way of doing it, because
Yeah,
like
most
a lot
people
of
do it the other way around.
it would have been the other way. So they would have got like chefs in and then
100%.
tried.
I've still got a couple of my true chefs around that are classically trained, that have been with me for many, many years. So that they'll still be on site, on hand.
Cool.
But they'll be learning a different thing too. So it's going to be a big
Learning curve for everyone.
Yeah, I think a lot of timing is going to be the thing.
Yeah. It's just like, again, like you said, a lot of it is, for me, is the fact that I know, like, even doing a hot and fast, you're still not talking like, a lot of stuff's not like your 5 minutes or like your 10 minutes to cook like a main. Do you know what I mean?
There's going to be a lot of forward thinking.
Yeah, so like coming from...
Obviously, not a lot of chefs do it that way either, so
No.
That's why I didn't just want chefs, if that makes sense.
Yeah, see, a lot of like the kitchens you would have worked in, orders would have come in, and then you would have, obviously there's prep work done and stuff like that, but the orders come in and you basically create the whole dish there and then to plates up and put out, whereas a lot of this stuff is sort of like, you're going to be cooking what you're cooking, and then if people order it, they order it, and once it's gone, it's gone. So
yeah, and that was the way, that I wanted to try and bring, rather than it's always on the menu, and you will have wastage, you won't have wastage, if it runs out, blah blah blah. But it's a different way of doing it. It's the American way.
I like it, to be honest. I'm
hoping it works that way, to be quite honest.
Yeah, well, it works in America.
I always like to do something totally different.
Yep.
I think this is very different. Obviously, we do have another great barbecue place, very local. So, yeah, I think this road that we're on in Lloyd Street, Manchester, it's going to be a smoky road.
You might end up with a queue down the street.
Yeah, hopefully.
Waiting for your food like they do in America. People queuing up, ready for the place to open, just so they can get some.
Yeah, well, we can all dream.
So when's the actual opening date?
We don't have a date as such yet. It's going to be the start of August.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do like 4 weeks of in-house training, soft openings, friends and family, things like that, invites. So I'll be inviting a lot of the barbecue family.
Yeah, we'll send you our details, don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
I see you hinting there, yeah.
Obviously, I want everybody to come and give me their honest opinion. And, I've had a lot of encouragement and a lot of emails and I've a lot of recipes given me by a lot of the barbecue family, which will be getting used because I'm all for making something the best I can possibly do it.
Awesome. Sounds amazing. Sounds absolutely amazing.
To be honest, I'm very excited about this venture more than anything else I've done, to be honest, and I've done a lot.
Awesome. It's even exciting for us to sort of sit here and watch you and sort of listen to you do it and go through the steps, seeing like that opportunity came up and you sort of left your job that you were at to go across to it, sort of took a big leap, and it's exciting to watch.
To be honest, I was doing probably one of the biggest jobs in Manchester at the time, and then I was approached by the owner. He's not approached anybody else. He asked about barbecue, and I was the only one that came up time and time again. We had a meeting and just went from there, really. Something's meant to be, I think, and that's basically how I always work.
Well, it's awesome to hear, like, cooking for passion rather than just, I'm in the best place in Manchester, so I may as well stay here. Actually, great to see a chef cooking for passion and enjoyment and stuff like that. It's something similar to, like, John Renahan, for instance, who is cooking in Barbacoa, like head chef there, to then take a leap and go to Ireland and do something, like, on his own. And it's great to see chefs doing that sort of thing.
I don't do anything for money. That's never what I would have. No, money would never be an option for me to do something. So for me personally, I can go to really high-paid jobs, but that's not what I want to do. It's something that I want to do something. That's why I do it. And obviously, this barbecue job, there's not many of them in Manchester, to say the least. I think we're the second. We're definitely going to be the biggest with 190 seats.
Awesome.
We've room for a hell of a lot more. So I think this is, for me personally, this was definitely the right move.
Awesome. So 190 seated to eat, and so when you say a cellar, do you have like a bar and stuff, or?
There's a huge bar, huge seating. Some of the seating can fit up to 40 people on.
Oh wow! So big groups and stuff as well.
I think we have probably the biggest Chesterfield style leather couch in Manchester by sure. I think it's 40 seats on there.
Wow.
So then every table is oversized. So there's no scrimping on, on tiny little tables, things like that. The owners thought everything through.
Awesome.
A lot. So, very good.
So on the soft opening with the barbecue family, we're going to be on a big 40 seated.
I'm going to put everyone on one table, get you all out the way, and then for all the criticism.
I'm sure there won't be much at all, because the food I've tried of you has been absolutely fantastic.
I think there's going to be, I'm sure there's going to be some ups and downs, just like opening any restaurant. But, we all committed to making it the very best possible. And it's not about, some restaurants is all about money and net site. That's not what this is about. This is a long-term getting it the very best I can possibly do, which I'm sure I'll get there in the end.
Awesome. Sure you will.
With a bit of luck.
Yeah, well, we wish you all the best of luck.
A lot of the barbecue family have given so much support. I couldn't ask for any more, to be quite honest.
It is an amazing sort of group of people. It is an amazing group of people.
Without any question. Without any question, it's a proper family.
Yeah, we even got Priscilla, Steve, calling it a barbecue family as well when he was on. He said he hates it. It's so cliche, but he said it is, and that is very true.
Obviously, Steve's one in a million. Is a very genuine person. It's lovely. With his mind charity is huge.
Yeah, it's fantastic to see him and Charlie
so
working so hard behind it and putting so much into it, and it is awesome to see. And Alan as well. Go Outdoors.
Can't forget Mr. Stabby.
Yeah, no, can't forget him as well. All three of them working so hard to run a business and also give a lot of their profit away to charity as well, which is fantastic.
It's huge. It's a huge thing. I don't know many people that would do that. So the barbecue side of the barbecue family it's immense. A lot of people bring together as much as possible.
Yeah, and I hate to go on about. I did this little cook for a college sort of special needs students, and literally James Lowe.
I was meant to send you some recipes for that one.
It's all right. James Lowe literally.
My apologies.
No worries. James supplied all the meat, burgers, and he sent me a picture of him making the burgers, and it was an awesome mix. I can't remember off the top of my head what it was, but it was like a brisket and chuck mix and stuff.
In Manchester, the burger scene it's immense.
Yeah, and he didn't scrimp. It wasn't like a standard burger or anything. He actually went to the effort of making amazing burgers and then had them couriered down next day delivery. Like, it was amazing. Like, just the barbecue family stepping up.
We used James over at Grill Stock for a couple of items. Spot on.
Yeah.
Obviously, his products speak for themselves.
Yeah, no, definitely. We had a little last minute cook for Kamado Joe at the Pen Grilly. Bit of fun, and James supplied all the meat, and literally I let him know, only because we were let know really last minute. We sort of let him know really last minute, and he managed to, amongst everything else going on in his life, he managed to find the time to sort us out and get us a load of meat for that, which was awesome. All amazing quality stuff.
Yeah, he's definitely had some hard times recently, but barbecue family support, obviously.
Exactly.
Definitely.
So you're saying the barbecue scene's big. How are you going to compete with that then? What sort of thing are you going to do with your burgers to sort of stand out?
I've worked for some of the best burger places in Manchester, so I know everybody's recipe. We've come up with a recipe, basically, from all the research on. It'll be made just for us. There's going to be a lot of bone marrow in there.
Nice. Very nice.
And chuck and bone marrow will be the big part of the burger, and there's some brisket going in there too.
Ooh,
so
lush.
that'll be specially made for us, for our site, and nobody else. We do have some good butchers around Manchester that show obviously their support.
And what about cheese and stuff like that that's going to go into your burgers? Have you got the perfect balance?
We will be using a local supplier from Digsbury that basically have every cheese known to man, I think. We'll be using them. There'll be a lot of different cheeses because obviously we're going to be a restaurant, not just obviously the barbecue side. Obviously stone-baked pizzas, which are very... I think the mozzarella comes from Devon, to be quite honest. So
probably the best mozzarella in the world, then.
We're going to try and keep as much as possible, obviously, as near to the site as possible, but that's not always the case.
No, I can't always do that, but...
No, because we'll be using American briskets because it's just, it's the standard to use. And obviously it's the large, and it makes all the sense when you're cooking for a long time.
Yeah.
So what wood are you going to use? Are you using just the same wood for everything?
No, we're going to be using hickory, fruit woods, and oak.
Cool.
And definitely a lot of cherry in there.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And that'll be a local supplier as well to Manchester.
And are you using all lump wood or a mix of sort of lump and briquettes, or what do you go for?
It'll be a lot of logs because obviously we've got the Argentinian grills.
Ah, yes.
And then we'll be using the same logs chopped down into the obviously gravity feeds that we've got.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Charcoal, we've not quite got there yet. I've got a lot of prices and a lot of decisions to make.
Yep. Cool. Have you had a chance to play on the GFC yet?
No, nothing at all yet, which is pretty gutting.
Bet you're itching.
We put a drum outside this morning. I might cook some dinner on there just for a bit of a laugh for the builders.
So what sort of location are you in Manchester? Are you fairly central, or are you sort of tucked away, or
on Lloyd Street, which is across the road from the town hall?
Oh, okay. So
pretty central, yeah.
We should definitely get the smoker going, get the smoke circulating there, the centre of Manchester.
Yeah, we're going to set one up on the back, I think, on the back road, because the first road's right on the police station, so we might not want to
smoke them out.
Annoy anybody quite yet.
Yeah, you'll get some noses twitching and people coming to see what's happening. That's always...
Yeah, we bought a cow day before yesterday, a big plastic cow, to do a competition to name that cow, would you believe?
Anyone winning yet? Anyone up there?
Nobody's winning yet, but we've got over 460 names, I think it was, up to this morning.
Wow.
So there's quite a lot to go through, so the owner wasn't in the mood to be going through them yet. So
any personal favourites that have come through?
And then there's a lot of good ones.
He's not budging. He's not budging. He's not giving anything away.
I can't give anything away yet.
And is there a name prize, or is it a secret prize?
No, we're going to do a £50 bar tab and the Pitmaster special tray as the prize. So it's not a small prize.
I'm going to have to submit something now.
Yeah, got some ideas now, quick.
Everybody's got to do it without any question. It's definitely worth a laugh.
Definitely. Cool.
What about when it comes to rubs and sauces in the restaurant? Are you going to be making your own?
We will be making everything on site.
Yeah.
From rubs, sauces, desserts, we're going to be doing skillet desserts. I don't think anyone's done them yet in Manchester. Maybe now if they hear this. We're cooking brownies and cobblers and stuff into skillets.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, we've been a bit different. We're going to make ice cream on site. So there's quite a lot.
Are they going to be like sharing desserts in the skillet ones, or are they like?
There's going to be some kind of toasted marshmallows because my boss's daughter likes them.
Yeah.
But apart from that, everything will be individuals.
Awesome. Cool.
Just for stock control.
Sounds good.
The chefy part comes out.
So then also with your rubs and stuff and sauce, are we going to maybe in the future see a line of Manchester Smokehouse and Cellar rubs? Maybe
who knows? Who knows? We might be in Tesco one day.
We jumping a bit ahead here.
Yeah, just a little.
All right, we'll take it back.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, well.
But if you want to market that's fine. I can bag them up for you, no problem.
Cool. We'll put our label on it then.
Yeah, we'll stick a UnitedQ sticker on it.
Yeah, no problem at all.
Awesome. Right. Well, we know you're a very, very busy man. We are.
You can hear the builders in the background.
You can hear the builders in the background.
You get back in there.
We're going to let you get back in there.
We've got to get the rest of this big equipment off the truck now.
Yeah, there's a barbecue mates delivery right outside, I believe. Is that right?
I've not seen what size truck it is, but apparently there's a big truck with a lot of metal on. So
right.
Sure.
Well, we're going to let you go, so it's a very busy time for you.
Photos.
Yeah, look forward to seeing the photos, and
yeah.
Can't wait to make the journey up to try it. Good luck, mate. It's going to be epic.
I really appreciate all the information you give me as well. It's a lot of love for the barbecue scene.
No worries, mate. No worries at all.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you, mate.
I will see you all soon, yeah?
Cheers, yep, catch you soon, mate.
Take it easy, guys.
Cheers, bro.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. We've recorded yet another awesome podcast to get you over Hump Day. As always, we're brought to you by ProQ BBQ Gourmet and Smokewood Shack, our awesome sponsors. ProQ is dedicated to providing with quality smoking products with top-notch service and free advice for beginners to pitmasters, and you can find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram under ProQ Smokers. If you're thinking about buying your first smoker, or even looking to upgrade or pick up some epic accessories, check them out over at Max Barbecue. And you just heard they also do a lot of commercial sort of size smokers as well now, guys. So if you're thinking about sort of looking to do sort of maybe catering or restaurant sort of thing, then check them out for that as well. And BBQ Gourmet is devoted to promoting real barbecue and supplying the UK and Europe with top-notch championship-winning barbecue rubs, sauces, marinades, and accessories from the US and around the world. And you can find them on Twitter and online under BBQ Gourmet. So regardless of how you cook, whether it's on charcoal, wood, gas, or electric, the real taste of barbecue can be yours all year round. And Smokewood Shack delivers quality smoking wood every time. And I mean every single time. They provide the smoky goodness and you provide the talent. So if you're looking for smoking wood chunks, dust, chips or planks, then head on over to smokewoodshack.com. And you can find them on Twitter at Smokewood Shack. They really do provide absolutely awesome wood, guys.
So good.
Every single time.
We're so lucky to have them as a sponsor. It's
so check them out, guys. And goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me.
See you next time.
See you later.
And just so you all know, I definitely am the best barbecue cook out of us two.
You got that wrong, though, didn't you, last week? So.
No. I'm definitely the best. Right.
No.
Bye.
Okay, bye.